What's up, everyone? I am, there it is, trying to get ready to hopefully take a little bit of a trip in a couple weeks. I wouldn't call it a vacation. Still got to work. Like everyone else seems to get time off except for me. And whenever I try to get a window and give everyone advance notice, all it seems to really do is let people know how much time they have to plan to screw up my time off. You know, the advantage of working in a remote company is I can take these little working trips. So will still have to work through the day, but at least I can change my view. And when the weekend comes, I'm already somewhere kind of interesting. So if nothing backfires in the next couple of weeks, and the vehicle, which I spent a lot of money on the van getting it tuned up, doesn't break down. Oh, I have ProMasters. Hopefully I get out and can do something, have something that resembles almost a vacation. Now, will I vlog about it every day? I don't know. Maybe every day. Maybe I stream every day. Maybe I wait until I get back and just show you all some pictures. Who knows? Who knows? You know, one thing with the remote world, this not remote world, but these jobs that have unlimited PTO, that's what my job has. It sounded nice in the beginning. Actually, I had issues in the beginning with it. It sounded too good to be true. But I took the job. And a few months into the job, my boss was all like, hey, do you want to take vacation? I'm like, only been here a few months. No, everyone's taking vacation. It's really slow right now. Go ahead. You know, because I don't have to accrue anything. It's unlimited PTO. It's like, all right, you know, the first year and a half, I took what I thought was a reasonable amount of vacation. Really enjoyed it. A couple years since then, not as much time off. You know, the thing with unlimited PTO, you don't get to accrue anything. So when you leave or get let go, you have nothing to cash out, even though you get spanked on taxes. Also, when you're accruing PTO, usually employers will let you know, like, hey, you're almost at the limit. You have to take off 2 weeks, and they'll make you take time off. So I did work for someone that didn't do that. Yeah. And Disney does not do that. They don't let you know. They will spam you with email endlessly letting you know when you have compliance training to take, but they won't let you know when your PTO's been maxed out for 6 months. Fun times. But yeah, unlimited PTO can really work in your favor or really backfire. And I feel right now, at least the past couple of years, it's been not working in my favor. So I got to try to do something. Or I'm going to burn out and start really hating this job. Don't hate the job right now, but I'm not too crazy about it. Other jobs. Well, YouTube will never be a job for me. I've talked about that. Too volatile. You know, it's bad enough that YouTube does a piss poor job monitoring this platform. I will say they're not as bad as Twitch. If Twitch is stage 4 cancer, YouTube is stage 1 cancer. Put it like that. But just the hate campaigns that go on. And I don't know if it's me. Lately, it seems like there's been more than usual. These commentary channels, their whole shtick is to just pull up dirt on other creators. Now, sometimes they have maybe something relevant to talk about, a pattern of behavior. You know, if they're conning people, definitely. If they're taking money, being dishonest. And people like CoffeeZilla, I appreciate. You know, he doesn't go after creators unless you're a creator that's conning people with crypto. You know, people that are actually causing harm. What I see a lot, though, is people getting canceled or attempted to be canceled because of a bad take. The big bad take. Oh, those bad takes. Man, they have a bad take, something you don't agree with. Oh, yeah, fuck that person. Fuck them and their bad take. Fuck them right in the ass. Yeah. Can't have bad takes. Because I don't have bad takes ever. No. I'm the YouTube community. I never have a bad take. But he had a bad take. I'm going to shut him down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You just see a lot of that nonsense happen on the tube. You gotta wonder about people's mental stability. I mean, I get it. If someone hurts you, or they're hurting other people, yeah, call them out. But you just don't like their position. That's okay. You don't have to agree with everyone. But I just kind of wonder if that's your response whenever anyone has a position on something that doesn't 100% align with you. Can I ask how you people are doing in the real world? No, seriously. Because at work this morning, I was at work for 5 minutes. Heard 2 bad takes. Now, part of me would love to cancel them, just so I don't have to hear them at work ever again. But, that's not the real world we live in. But YouTube isn't a real world, I guess, right? It's just this fantasy world where you get to act as mean as you want to in the real world, but you can't. And you can do it with next to no accountability. So when a platform runs like that, why'd you want to make a living on it? What is kind of funny, though, every time I see one of these creators, and usually, it's bigger people, right? People aren't going to go after someone like me. There's no traffic in canceling knee pain. What, you're going to get 50 views in your video? 30 of them are like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't care. Now, it's always someone, their followers are 6 figures, 7. 7's better. Find anything that you can. Now, listen to some people that I can see why they're not liked. But man, of all the attempted cancellations, I mean, some of these content farmers, they probably make a sweet $1 or $2 for a month on their views. Then they move on to the next one. Hopefully they get a lot of traffic on that one. And yeah, some of these creators they cover, yeah, their subs will drop 10, 20%, 25%. But I don't really see them getting canceled. It's just a wave. What happens with a wave? Wave hits the beach, spreads out. Everyone forgets about it. Looking for the next wave. Maybe that'll be bigger. Maybe it will be smaller. Maybe it'll have more sharks in the water. Maybe less sharks. It's all just a wave. But I guess some of y'all like to surf that wave. I mean, hey, it's on you. It's on you. I guess YouTube is what you make it as a platform or a viewer. One thing I found that's really helpful, though, advice from an old man. Next time you are watching something on YouTube, or you're watching someone do a video on someone else that they've decided that needs to be taken off the platform or exposed or whatever, before you let it get you worked up, go for a walk. Like a good 4 or 5 miles. Does your neighbor have a dog? Good friend have a dog? Take the dog out to the park. Throw the ball for the dog for half an hour. Then come back inside and just see if that bad take really matters. Here's an idea. Get out your cell phone. Record your first video, but not trashing anyone. Try to actually show people something. that this is what I do. This is what I can make. There's a picture that I took. Here's a shitty little Python script that I wrote. And when you get done with that, see how much energy you have to get worked up about someone's bad take. Their big bad take. And that's my bad take. So go ahead and cancel me for that bad take. I don't care. You're not going to hurt my life. That ain't my job. That's it. So getting back to next few weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming much for video games. I'm going to need to work on packing a little bit every night. I got a lot to figure out. I got a lot of gear and I can't take it all. I got to figure out what I'm going to take, which is obviously driven by what I want to do, what I plan to shoot, which I have some ideas. But I want to make sure I have some versatility, where I can do a plan B, a plan C. I have all the gear to support me. So I'm working through a lot right now. Cameras, lenses. Let's see. Finally got the GH7. Think it'd be a good trip to break this in. Got my Pocket Cinema cameras. There's the 4K, the 6K, which I'm dying to put more time into. And those are like the video cameras, and I have my stills, my S5. I will bring. I think I can cover pretty much a lot of my cameras in this case here. A big old Pelican case right here. What I need. That's kind of how I figure out like how much to bring. I'll figure out what cases that I can load in, what bags, and everything's got to fit within those bags. I got to make that work. Maybe it's a reverse way of how some people think. They just think about all the gear they need. I think about how much storage I have, and I work backwards from there. So I got a Pelican 1615. I got a smaller one right here. Probably bring that one. My carry-on Pelican. In the past, if I can strategically pack both of these, that's usually about all I really need. I might have like one little backpack for like, and I had a backpack, just like a shoulder bag for GoPros and my Osmo. I think that will give me what I need. Let's see, the Sigma 18 to 35 for my Micro Four Thirds. Yeah, and this big one, Sigma 50 to 100. And this beast, which I will never get rid of because they discontinued it because a lot of people didn't buy it because it's expensive, is the Panasonic Leica 200mm f2.8. I will hang out of this lens forever. This is like the best Micro Four Thirds lens I've ever used. This thing is a beast. And I've yet to use this on the GH7. I'm really looking forward to see how the autofocus works with the improved GH7 autofocus. Really looking forward to that. And then I'll bring some cinema lenses, some of my primes. Those have their own cases right here. This. Those are a little smaller, though. I can strategically pack those away. So yeah, just working on the Pelican case, what to load in it. I have to bring all my V-mount batteries. Have all the chargers. I think that might be all I need. Maybe some wireless HDMI. Maybe that. I'm looking forward to trying to do something. Trying to force myself to get out and force some sort of much-needed vacation. Anyways, that's my very brief, well, that's been brief. How much time? 15 minutes. That's not too brief. I'm going to cut it short now. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you all again next time. 15 minutes, 15 seconds.